Welcome back to another video in this week's Java tutorial. So we're working on our last topic, and it's while loops. So while loops are a loop, quite obviously, which means that the code is going to keep on going until the condition is no longer true. So I should probably update this. So it keeps on going until the condition is no longer true. Okay, so basically over here we're going to have a number, and then when the number and the condition is no longer true, then we'll tell it to stop. So let me go ahead and show you guys this on Replit. I think the easiest way to understand this is through actually writing the code. It's one of those ones, yeah. So let's go ahead and see. So I don't know why, but when we do this sort of thing, usually we always use the variable I. I'm not sure why, it's just most people do, so we'll go ahead and use I. Hey, that rhymes. I'm not sure why, but most people use I. Okay, so first off, we're going to create an integer. Int I. Let's set it equal to 0 for now. So we just have a normal integer. Now let's go ahead and use our while loop. So while, and over here this is going to be our condition, and so this is going to be action while condition is true. So in this case, let's first of all say I is less than 5. Now I'm going to type the code out, and when we run it, you'll finally get to see what we're really doing here. Let's do system.out.println, print out I, and at the same time, let us do I plus plus. Let's do it this way. There we go. Okay, so now let me go ahead and run my code, and let's see what we get. Okay, let's just see. Saying that I have a red line, I don't think it's wrong. Aha, so it does indeed work. So we'll see that we get the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 printed out. So what happened here, guys? Let's just explain the thinking process of our program. We have I is set equal to 0, right? We're saying while I is less than 5. So less than 5 means that 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these 5 numbers. So first, when we come into the loop, obviously I is equal to 0. So is 0 less than 5? Yes, 0 is less than 5. So then we print out I. So we print out a 0, because right now I is 0. Then we do I plus plus, which means that we're adding 1 to I. So then now I is equal to 1. So we keep on going back into the loop. Now, is 1 less than 5? Yes, 1 is less than 5. Print out 1, add 1 to 1 to get 2. Is 2 less than 5? Yes, print out 2, change it to 3. Is 3 less than 5? Yes, print out 3, is it 3? Print out 3 and change it to 4. Is 4 less than 5? Yes, print out 4, change it to 5. Is 5 less than 5? No, 5 is equal to 5, but not less than 5. So that is when our loop stops, because this condition is no longer true. Okay, so hopefully that made some sense. We'll see that 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 have been printed out. So now, let me go ahead and do another example. So say I this time is less than 10. System.out.println I, but instead of I plus 1, we'll say I is equal to I plus 2, or I plus equals 2. Remember, guys, plus equals is the equivalent of I is equal to I plus 2. This was an operator shorthand thing that we learned a couple videos ago. Okay, so what should happen now? When I enters the loop, I should be 0. So since I is 0, we print out 0, and we change I to 2, because we do 0 is equal to 0 plus 2. When 2 enters in the loop, yes, 2 is less than 10, so we print out 2. 2, then change it over to 4. 4 is less than 10, print out 4, change it to 6. 6 is less than 10, print out 6, change it to 8. 8 is less than 10, print out 8, change it to 10. However, 8 is no longer less than 10. So then this loop stops. So just to verify that my logic is correct, let me go ahead and run my code, and you'll see. So 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So basically, guys, we kind of see what the while loop is doing now, right? We're saying whenever this condition is true, do the following statement. Then, when this condition is no longer true, stop the loop. So since this is a loop, it's going to keep on going and going and going, and it only stops when this condition is false. One thing that I wanted to print out here, so let's switch back to I is less than 5 and I++. Right now, the order of the code is we print out I first, and then we add 1 to I. What if we switched it? What if we added 1 to I, and then we printed out I? So our answer is actually going to change. So remember before we would get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be what we got. Now we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So why is this? Let's go through the logic. When we come into the loop, I is equal to 0. And is 0 less than 5? Yes. But instead of printing out 0, we first add 1 to I. So when we add 1 to I is now 1. And when we print out I, we get 1. So we've completely disregarded that 0. So now when I is 1, come back into the loop. Is 1 less than 5? Yes. Add 1, change it to 2, print out 2. Is 3 less than 5? Oh, sorry. Is, yes, that's right. So come into the loop, say 2. 2, add 1, change to 3, print out 3. Is 3 less than 5? Yes. 3 plus 1 is 4. Print out 4. Is 4 less than 5? So this part is really crucial. Since when we exit this loop here, I at this point is 4. When we come back in, I is still 4. So then when we come back in, since 4 is less than 5 and this is true, we're going to still add 1 to I. So we get 5. And we print out I to get 5. However, when we come back in, 5 is not less than 5, so the loop stops. I think while loops are pretty easy to understand in terms of logic. It's pretty simple for code as well. Just be sure to be careful when you choose I++ and I. So that's it for the while loops. That's it for the while loop video. I hope you guys understand it, and I'll see you guys in next week's tutorials. Okay? Bye, guys.